But first, we're going to take your focus straight to the city of Chennai, which now faces one of its biggest environmental emergencies. And it is once again the issue of garbage. These images you're seeing are from a particular site. There are two sites where garbage is actually dumped in the city, and this is one of them. The only problem is the land where this garbage is being dumped has encroached upon a very, very vulnerable wetland ecosystem that's very much part of Chennai's greenery. More than 45 lakh kilos of waste produced in the city every day goes into the dumpyards at Kodangayur and Perumvathi. These dumpyards receive around 200 acres of dirty garbage every single day. But 200 acres of encroachment into that wetland ecosystem has meant that Chennai's environment is directly under threat. The city's only wetland area in Pallikaranai marshland is in direct danger. On the left-hand side of your screen is the area, the marshland, where birds visit. This is supposed to be part of the green cover of Chennai. On the right, just meters away, that rampant dumping is happening. The Pallikaranai marsh is said to be home to about 45 species of fish, 10 species of frog, 21 species of reptiles, and 100 species of birds and other mammals. All these are facing a threat because of this dumping ground that you see. The people who live in and around the area are very, very angry.
இங்கே வந்து சிட்டி ப்ரிமிசஸ்க்குள்ளே இருக்கிறதுனால பேஸ்ட் ஆன் டூ ப்ராப்ளம் நாங்கள் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஒன்று வந்து ட்ரிங்கிங் வாட்டர் மீன்ஸ் கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் லெவல் வந்து டேமேஜ் கண்டாமினேட்டட் ஆகுது. ஸோ அதனால் பேசிக்காக ஈவன் நாட் ஃபார் த ட்ரிங்கிங் பர்பஸ் டெய்லி யூஸ் பர்பஸ் கூட நாங்கள் வந்து அவுட் சைடு அந்த மாதிரி ப்ரிஃபர் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. அது ரொம்ப பேடாக இருக்குது. தென் அதே மாதிரி அது வந்து ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ணால் இட் வில் பி அ பெஸ்ட். நாட் ஒன்லி ஃபார் தட் அந்த ஏரியா மட்டும் அஃபெக்ட் ஆகாமல் ப்ளஸ் ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ணுறது நம்மளுக்கு எதனா ஒரு பெனிஃபிட்டபிள் ப்ராடக்ட் எதனா நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வாட் it will be a best part in that. என்னென்ன பாதிப்புகள் பார்த்துருக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னா, இங்கே கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர்லேருந்து அந்த வர தண்ணி வந்து பாதிப்பாக வருது, கொஞ்சம் கழிவாக வருது. அதனால் வந்து நான் ட்ரிங்கிங் வாட்டர்லாம் வெளியில் கேன் வாங்கி தான் யூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. அதே மாதிரி இந்த பக்கத்தில் சதுப்பு நில காடுக்கு பக்கத்தில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு பெருங்குடி குப்பை கொட்டும் வளம் இருக்குது. அதனால் அங்கேருந்து வர மாசுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த ட்ராவல் பண்ண முடியல, இந்த சரௌண்டிங் இந்த எஸ்கெச்சில் ட்ராவல் பண்ண முடியல. அதனால் அந்த ஒரு இது இருக்குது. அதே மாதிரி அந்த சைடு போனால் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்மெல் அடிக்கும், அந்த சதுப்பு நிலத்துலேருந்து கொஞ்சம் ஸ்மெல் அடிக்கும்.
These are chemicals that mostly volatile organic compounds. So these are chemicals that are emitted from everyday household items, but when you set fire to them or when they catch fire, then all these toxins that are present in these plastics or whatever these materials are, they're released into the air, and that's what people breathe in.
Phased out. So those kinds of materials should be identified and processes should be put in place to phase them out over a period of time. Right now we have the solid waste management rules of 2016, which prescribe quite a number of progressive measures. It is not the best rules in the world, but it has a number of things that we can start with, particularly the fact that the corporation or the local body is only supposed to collect source segregated waste.
I'm standing next to the Pallikaranai marshland, which is the only surviving wetland ecosystem in the city, and this too is facing a major threat. While government officials have put up notice board all along the stretch saying, let's protect the birds in the marshland, let's not litter the marshland, right adjacent to the marshland is a 200-acre dumping ground. And this dumping ground receives close to 2,200 tons of waste every day, and of which 68% is contributed by the residential spaces in the city.
Akshaya joins me live from Chennai. Akshaya, this is the most sensitive zone as far as Chennai is concerned. It's a very important part of the ecosystem, and this is directly under threat because of the dumping. Why aren't the authorities stepping in right away and stopping this?
Shiv, this issue has been going on for a long time. For the last 25 years, Perumvathi has been one of the major dumping yards in Chennai. And adjacent to Perumvathi is the Velacheri dumping yard. And there, after the residents in the area had requested that some action has to be taken and the dumping yard should be stopped. The dumping was stopped there, but even now the litter is still there, which means there's no effect from what has happened. The groundwater is still being affected, and also in and around area is still having the pungent smell from all these dump that has been earlier dumped here. And most of the residents here have been complaining about how they're not even able to use the water for not even for any other purposes, not even for washing clothes, which is something that they can do from groundwater that in generally other parts of Chennai the residents are able to use from Shiv.
Absolutely, it's a scary situation as far as Chennai is concerned. The city already faces a huge number of environmental issues. There were floods just a few months ago. The receding waters left in their wake their own environmental threats. It is a city that faces a huge amount of pollution anyway, and now its most sensitive ecosystem zone is under threat because of human dumping. Let's hope the Jayalalitha government is watching this report and will do something very quickly about it. Time is running out. Akshaya, thanks for getting us that very important report right here on Up South. Moving on now. Who's a bigger actor, Amitabh Bachchan or Rajinikanth? To many, that would seem a difficult question to answer. Well, director Ram Gopal Verma, who has worked with the Big B in a couple of films, has sparked another big controversy. He sent out a series of tweets on Twitter suggesting that the Bollywood star was vastly superior an actor compared to Talaiva Rajinikanth. Furious over Ramu's controversial comments, fans of both the veterans are asking, why would you run down one of those actors just to suck up to another?
Yes, Ram Gopal Verma is at it again. At a time when the Rajni frenzy is at an all-time high, RGV has invited wrath of Talaiva fans once again for slamming the superstar's acting skills. In fact, he's gone a step further this time, daring Rajni. These tweets sparked off a Twitter tirade against RGV, with Chennaites and Kollywood directors like Venkat Prabhu countering the controversial filmmaker's claims.
It is an Indian film industry, so I should always say that you should respect somebody who has achieved so much in life.
I don't think that even if a Bachchan would have done a movie, it would have been a big hit, because Rajinikanth is the biggest superstar of our industry, not only in Bollywood but in every India.
And to drive his point home, Ram Gopal has this time pitted the Kollywood superstar against Bollywood's Big B. In a series of tweets, he said that if Amitabh did Rajni's Robot or Kabali, it would do far better. But if Rajni did Amitabh's films, they'd be a 0. This isn't the first time RGV has shown his arg against superstar Rajnikant, and he's faced quite some flack in the past too. So is this a mere publicity stunt by Mr. Verma to cash in on the Kabali craze? We leave it to you to decide.
I want to go straight across to Shilpa Ratna, my colleague in Mumbai. Also, Akshaya still with us from Chennai to give us perspective on the Rajini angle. Shilpa, are you surprised at all? Ram Gopal Verma, loves sticking his fingers right into, controversy. He does it with his films as well. And obviously, he's discovered that Twitter is a great place to stir it up.
Well, absolutely, Shiv. This isn't the first time he's quoted controversy, and it's definitely not going to be the last time either. Of course, by taking on, the biggest superstar of the country, Rajinikanth has issued, has
a speech. You also can't fault, the emotions and the anger felt by fans. Akshaya, I know that Rajini fans must be furious, but Rajinikanth himself, who we understand is currently holidaying in the United States, he never gets into these controversies, does he? He will never react to something like this, even if it's a direct attack on him. You can't imagine two bigger superstars in the country, and that's why we've taken up this story as well. Akshaya, Shilpa, thanks so much for joining me live in this edition of Up South and on that story. But we're going to stay with Rajni. Welcome back. The new Kabali chartbuster Neripada means I am fire. This sensational song has definitely set the internet on fire. Well, a new teaser video for the song was released late yesterday, and it's already gone massively viral. Over 2 million hits on YouTube already. How can anything?
Talaiva's fans have also broken the net, delivering his punchlines on various social media platforms.
அப்படி வந்து நிப்பானே அந்த மாதிரி கபாலி நினைச்சியாடா? கபாலிடா. தமிழ் படங்களை இங்க மரல் வச்சுக்கிட்டு மீசை முறுக்கிக்கிட்டு லுங்கி கட்டிக்கிட்டு நம்பியாரு ஏ கபாலி அப்படின்னு சொன்ன உடனே குனிஞ்சி சொல்லுங்க எஜுமா.
Hearts across the world.
Just 28 days to go for Kabali, and already it's become too hot to handle. Our promise here on Up South and on India Today is that we're going to get you a Kabali story, the latest from the movie, from Rajinikanth and the crew, every single day, if not more often, right here on India Today. That's our promise. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Up South. Keep watching India Today.